watching No Mercy TV. Yeah, son.
Let's talk about Mr. Murder
Career
Mook.
My boy. My boy.
I don't even know what to call him.
Thought mob all the way.
So, he pretty much did.
down on your head, down on your head, down on your head,
That,
down on your eye. What you said, nigga, for?
Oh, man.
No, he didn't say it.
No, he didn't say. I'm sorry, the white person.
But, he interviewed someone. Her name is, Yes Jules. I don't know if you're familiar with her.
No, I just saw.
I'm not even familiar with her.
I just saw the clip. So that was the girl in the clip that was saying, yeah.
I thought she was like an NBA player.
I had to figure out what she was. She's an influencer. You know, the I guess corny people that build a following on social media that they just fly out. Like she goes to they fly out to Kanye listening sessions and stuff like that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
She just had like a regular jumpsuit on, didn't she? Not like something. Like a hoodie on or something, right?
Whatever it was, she probably got it for free because that's another thing with influencers.
I thought she played for the Seattle.
They get paid to be. They get paid. They get paid to be influencers.
Well, they become influencers and then they get paid to make sponsored posts and different stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah, they pretty much outside of the internet, nobody knows who these people are.
Gotcha.
I
didn't even know who they were.
She was on Mook's podcast, which is called Easily Offended.
Harlem
Hospital giving beds out. But short battery malfunction. But yeah. So Mook has the Easily Offended podcast. He had Yes Jules on it, and the topic came up about white people using the N-word, and Mook says that he would be cool with her using it.
Oh, was it her specifically, or did he just say?
Did she want to say it, or?
I don't think she wanted to say it. I think it just came up.
Well, I know his statement. He said, "I have the clip that's out, which is what I saw."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I have." Well, this part of the comment. I actually think Mook is stupid in saying that. He said, "I have."
Stupid Mook. You stupid Mookie. Stupid Mookie. Do the right thing.
I know. Rosie Perez, bro. I got you.
Mookie, you so stupid.
I'm 35. I know. Get this.
That's culture.
So Mook said, "I have white friends that never knew they were white growing up." That's stupid because everybody knows they're white. That's my whole.
Not know you white.
But he was like, "No, but I'm serious." And what he meant is that the environment they grew up in was all black people. And he's like, they used the word around me, and I'm okay with it. Now look,
how many white people was in Harlem back in?
And listen, the ones that were, they knew not to say that word.
Well, you gotta remember, Mook went to a private school. I'm not even joking though.
Well, whatever private school he's talking about, that's a different thing. But as far as Harlem itself, even when we went to school with white kids, they were referred to as white boy and white girl and stuff like that. So they knew who they were, and they knew that they couldn't use that word.
That's funny because in my high school, the white dude that used to hang out with all these dudes and stuff, like the hood guys. I remember my high school was 90% black. His nickname was White Boy. He had White Boy tattooed on it. But
at least he remembered.
I never chilled with him like that. I knew his brother, so I don't know if he used the word. Maybe he used it around his friends. I don't know. But look, Marlon Wayne said the same thing on Drink Champs. I just showed you guys the clip with Louis C.K. said. But Louis C.K. said it as a joke though, and he used it with the ER actually. So I don't know if that.
No, it's not cool.
But what?
You know, it's uncomfortable if the whitest white dude in comedy was like, "No, he cannot be that." Seinfeld was offended by it though.
But the Chris Rock pass is old. The clip is old. Yeah. With the Mook one right now, Does Mook have a valid point? I mean, do you have any white friends that you let use the N-word around
No.
you? None.
The funny thing
If
is,
they did, it was like, what? Like, oh, good. Yeah.
No, what I was gonna say is the funny thing is I just got into it with somebody on the train yesterday about using that word. He was probably a homeless man who was just like ranting and raving. He was a white guy,
But he said it racially is my point, Paulie.
yeah.
Okay,
But
that's not what Mook was referring to.
Even if it isn't racially motivated when you say it, it's still a white person saying nigga. Like it's just not acceptable. They shouldn't be saying it. No way, shape, or form.
I use the word. I still use it. I try to refrain myself from even using it because, as I grow older, I'm starting to realize the cognition. Am I using that word right?
Yeah.
That the word
That's
holds.
a word.
So I'm me myself. I'm refraining to use it. But I used to use it like I would be like, yo, ma, whatever. And I've said it on the podcast before, so I'm not refraining it from now. But I'm just saying, I honestly am trying to hold back on it. Sometimes it does slip up if we're talking about an old friend or something. But I don't see, and even Cortez says, until I joined battle rap, I didn't even know it was a bad thing for Spanish people to say it. Because I grew up in 90% black high school, and all my friends were always black, so like nobody ever said, yo, you can't say that. But I don't see the big deal if he's like, alright, I'll give you the perfect example. If Mook is talking about like hanging with you can't tell me Eminem never said what up to Proof or something like what up on it.
We don't know. He may.
But if he did,
he probably called something crazier than that because
he did have them tapes back in the day.
Yeah,
where he called her a black bitch and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it's still
that was
in public.
We let him know with that. Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah, because
you understand. Like it's just one of those things, and you have to understand, like when somebody like Mook, who as far as battle rap, he's Jordan pretty much. When you tell somebody like that they can do that, yo, you got a whole culture down here of people that are not rocking with that. You got to expect for there to be some type of backlash because it's like, yo, you on a higher platform. You got somebody on your podcast who got crazy reach.
Fact.
You can't make them feel like they can just, say whatever to us because what she's going to do is she's going to be like the rest of the people out there like Gucci and all the companies that I feel like purposely do racial shit to kind of troll us in a way.
Yeah.
Because
they want to bring people to the brand.
Yeah. So, you can't let them feel like they have the power to just, do things like that. Because once you let nigga pass, then what you're going to say? Hey, you can say nigga. Hey, if you want to wear blackface, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
And then it leads to more things.
It's a charcoal exfoliant.
That's funny.
I didn't get the joke. That was
you don't pamper yourself to me. You got to do the charcoal masks.
But it's just like you let one thing pass, it eventually leads to even worse things happening.
What's your take? What's your take?
Well, my take on it is, I know the thing is, our culture is so blended now that it's like we want to sell our music to the majority, but we don't want them to take everything. But we gotta understand, like the stuff that we put out, they seem like it's okay. Cause I went to a white club. The Nutty Irishman, I'll never forget this.
Nutty Irish, that's out in the
Farmingdale.
Farmingdale, yeah.
Had this DJ, white DJ. I guess he didn't know we was going to come that day, but he played Biggie, Juicy. He played Juicy. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga. But he was mixing nigga. Like we don't even listen to that version really like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, yo, I stopped dancing. I'm looking at him like he was making a song like nigga. Like, he was... It's like, what the heck is this?
Yo.
And this is like, they want... Like, it's almost like one of those things where it's like they may not mean harm about it. And there may be some people that don't mean harm by it. Mm-hmm. But it's just that it's such a slippery slope. Just rather not... Just don't say it. You know?
Did better just save yourself.
Did you check him?
Well, it's hard to check because what am I going to DJ booth and slap him? Like, because I'm like, apparently he's been doing this a weekly thing. Because apparently, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like me being the only black guy in there, so I'm gonna take on the whole club by myself.
No, I'm not saying you should have. I'm just
but I'm saying like it was just weird to me. It was just like, yo, this is something like they really want. Like they want for themselves. It's almost like they want to be accepted. I remember Ernest J had a joke about it. How he used to, he's like how white people want to say it so bad. He said, we can call you that, but you can't say it back to us. And so he's like, I thought I was one of you. I thought you called me a white. And then he act like he knocked him out and he fell on the floor. It's just like it's a double standard. And it's kind of our fault too, because we let so much stuff slide that we don't. Like, even if Mook can be like, yeah, you guys can say it around me, but I would advise you guys not to say it around other people because they may not handle it the same way. Stuff
but
like
that's
that.
basically what he was saying.
What?
No?
Just like you said, I know your
what I heard was, I wouldn't have a problem with you saying it.
Me?
Not just...
Oh, him.
Not just...
Like, if she was like, yo, Nick, like, just like that...
He didn't specify if it was like just around him or if it was like in public. He just said, I don't have a problem with you saying.
What if she responded back? Yeah, nigga, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was crazy. And was Mario in there too? Was that Mario sitting
And there was some white guy there.
No, it was a black dude sitting on the side.
I think that was Biz. It's Biscuit.
Oh, it's Biscuit. Yeah. It looked like Mario, I was about to say. I didn't know who it was. But he was mad as I don't know what. He didn't say nothing that whole time.
Yeah, Mook, man. Mook, you hold the L for that.
I'm not confirming this L.
Nah, he gotta hold down for that. Chill, Mook, you gotta get out of here with that, man.
Yeah, imagine if
you can't be battling and oh man, this is gonna be a crazy.
Imagine if he battled Lux again for the third time.
You let a colonizer say you giving a colonizer the pass. Oh man, I could see Lux already.
He gonna have a quadruple entendre on you.
A field day.
I agree to disagree.
You can say it. I will give you the pass because you're Hispanic.
Thanks, I appreciate the pass, and also I don't know. Mook knows, like you said. If Mook said you can say it around me, but I don't know how these other people are gonna feel. I think that's basically what he was saying.
And as a coach, he has to understand. Like I understand you have a podcast when you want to be.
The funniest part is that
they're all easily offended.
The funniest part is Mook has one of the most anti-white verses on Smack.
Yeah, against Solomon.
5 rounds.
Iron Solomon. If you want to say anybody is the blackest white dude, Iron Solomon, he doesn't even act black. Like the thing is, he still tries to keep his.
And then I didn't like how Mook was on Twitter trying to defend it. Like, first of all, y'all so offended by the white man. Make a video of y'all quitting y'all jobs tomorrow. What?
Yeah. He was.
What sense does that make?
He started digging the grave.
You know what? His do-rag.
Probably too tight.
Yeah. He probably got caught.
He probably had on the two-tone one. The one, you know.
He probably had the cape flying and got caught in the fan or something.
He just scrambled his brain.
Hold on, Mook, if you see this clip, I'm still down my all day, bro. I don't agree with you.
Nah, man. And Mook, no, man. Like, I've been a Mook supporter forever, but no. Not approving that one. I still think you're going to beat Surf whenever y'all do better, but...
But, alright, so, yeah, I mean, okay. Well, if we could still spend a little time on the topic, though. You know, we talked about... I just showed you guys the Chris Rock clip with Louis C.K.
Mm-hmm.
John, you as a comedian, you didn't like that. You didn't like the whole exchange.
Nah.
And you know, Chris Rock and Louis C.K. are like two of the top comedians, right?
And they write for each other, so they have a friendship. Again, they have an understanding with each other. I'm sure they didn't notify the other comedians that were sitting there, which were other white comedians. You can't, sometimes people are not going to be receptive of that. Even though, like, they know, but not everybody knows. Me as a comedian, I follow Louis C.K. to know enough that he's not like that.
Yeah.
But people that just are seeing him for the first time, or if you're just stumbling, like, yo, why Chris Rock let him do that? Because even Chris Rock kind of paused a little bit, like, nigga, why'd you just say that just now? And like, you kind of have to play it off. Because what you want to check him, like, you know, that's your friend. Like, if you look on most of Chris Rock's stuff, I thought Louis C.K. was black when I first, because he wrote for Chris Rock. And like, I'm like, there's no way, because that was like so absurd to me that a white comedian can write for a black comic. But that was over time, and after I actually was a student of the game, you like, oh, okay.
That's funny you said that, because I didn't realize Dave Chappelle had Neil, and you know, this conversation came up on Power 105.
Yeah.
And to me, at this point in time, I said it before, I think Charlamagne the God is the best interviewer. I'm still holding that. At this point in time, Charlamagne the God is my favorite interviewer. Okay. He knows how to get, he's a new Howard Stern to me. He knows how to get what he wants out of you. He had Neil Brennan on. Neil Brennan's a fan. They had this N-word conversation before Mook said it. So Neil Brennan said, well, look, where do we draw the line? And then he admitted to writing a sketch. He said, I wrote the N-word family sketch for the Chappelle show, which is one of the funniest sketches of all time, in my opinion. Now think about Neil Brennan writing it.
Yeah.
But if you see, they were all white, though. See, that's the thing. We got to be offended of the whole thing. Like, man, it's just like comedy. It's like one of those things, again, it's just like like when you're, especially Chappelle in the beginning, he was trying to offend. Like, his whole goal in the first season was trying to get kicked off the air. Yeah. He was trying to get kicked off. That's right. He did the black white supremacist. He did
oh my God, that was hysterical.
Clayton Bigsby.
That's still my favorite sketch to this day, I think.
But you know what I'm saying? But that's the thing, you're addressing that into a worldwide audience. So now people feel comfortable that they're gonna say it. Like, it's so comfortable saying, I'm Rick James, man. Like, you're making them comfortable doing that. So it's like, unless you're going to put a disclaimer of like, look, if you white, don't use the word, you giving people carte blanche. So you can't get mad if they say it. And you can't sit there and be like, oh, I'm going to punch you in your face because you said it. It's like, well, who was the person that was supposed to, you know, kind of educate them about what the word was, and you can't use it too. So it's like a double standard. So like, we can't sit there and be like, oh, nigga this, nigga that, nigga this. And then expect them not to want to say it because it looks fun. It looks like fun.
So whose job would it be to kind of, I guess, police stuff like that? Like, is it PR? Is it managers? Is it?
I don't even know, man. It's just like social media. They say whatever they want, and there's no backlash whatsoever.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like we was looking at the thing, and people was like, "Oh, stop giving this." I don't even want to talk about it, but
nah, go on, man.
It's the Momo thing.
Oh yeah.
But like,
you know what this sick bastard did?
What?
He made that his Facebook picture for like 2 days.
Yo, let me tell you. First
No mercy.
When I first seen the picture, I don't know, the picture was just weird. Like, it just creeped me out. So what I did was, because I always take like current events and put them as my profile pic on Facebook. So what I did was I took sunglasses and a hat and photoshopped it on her and then put it in my profile pic. And I felt good about it because I don't have to look at them bulging eyes anymore. Like, and people was dying.
But and it's like, and it's not like being insensitive to what the thing is doing, but it's just like, you can't help it if people put in like stupid stuff. Because me as a comedian, like, I can find funny in everything.
That's how I am.
But I'm not going to feel a kind of way. Like, I'm not going to. It's not going to change the fact that it was harmful to kids and stuff like that.
Definitely.
But all right, we said it's bad and stuff like that. All right, now let's turn it into something better. So that it's not something that's going to linger. Because else it's just going to fester. Because like people just going to be mad.
We could take anything and turn it into a negative. So why can't we do the same in reverse?
And laugh about it because of the fact, like I was thinking nothing about it, and then all of a sudden we scrolling and we see a picture that says Momoisha, and so they just had the whole cast of Moesha.
I saw that.
And then like Brandy's face got Momo. So people type like, "Don't do that to Brandy." And, like, what? She's a character. And it made me laugh. And I didn't even see the picture. Somebody said it, and I laughed at the name because it was mad stupid.
Yeah.
You know what my son told me too? That he said the Momo story is not all true.
It's not.
He said if it does come up, it asks you to call her. You have to call her through WhatsApp.
Oh.
Then it tells you. That's what my son said. He thinks the story is, and my son's 10. He's been through it, so we, you know.
He saw it came up in this video.
Yeah, but he said it doesn't tell you to do it. It doesn't come up and say go kill so and so. He said the video that comes up is. He says it might come up and say, call me on WhatsApp. So you need a WhatsApp to call it. And my son's 10. He knows about all this stuff. So I was like, oh, so, you know. So he's like, which is another thing. I think the media just tries to scare people.
Oh yeah, because they need something to talk about.
Well, something that's gonna bring in clicks and headlines and stuff like that.
While we're still on the race topic, well, can I bring up another race topic? It's not the N word though. So, Oscar De La Hoya is. You see this?
No, but anytime Oscar De La Hoya, it's hilarious.
It's not fishnet stockings.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So Errol Spence just did a great performance. Beat Mikey Garcia in 12 rounds. Beat him easy. Shout out to Errol Spence. I slept on you. I didn't think it was gonna be that easy of a fight. So De La Hoya tweets him. He said, "Yo, come over to the Zone Boxing. That's the new application, the Zone. Whereas UFC and boxing, you have to pay $10 a month."
Okay.
And
he just signed a PBC, right?
No, he didn't even say that. He said, "Sorry, I don't like the way you treat black fighters."
Oh wow.
And I was like, "Wow, that's kind of." So I called into our podcast the day of and said, what basis does he have this on? You know, supposedly Golden Boy did send out some racist tweets. I mean, emails. I never even knew about that. But for me, that's a pretty large claim to be, because if you're telling him, black fighter, Bernard Hopkins is his partner, right? And I know that doesn't accumulate black fighters, but how many black fighters are there to even manage? You know, so he just invited you. So I think that's a pretty large claim on Spence's part to claim racism on Oscar's part.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a preference. It's an opinion, which social media allows you to have an opinion. For whatever reason, we don't know the conversations that they had or dealings that they did that made him have that claim. I mean, it sucks that he did it on social media, but even if he did it behind closed doors, they still would probably try to find it anyway.
Yeah, but if I don't know, if somebody invites you to their camp and you just straight out blame on racism, I'm like, damn, that's taking it a little too far.
He said sorry though. No, joking. I mean, he could have just said, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He could have been like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, I think it was.
He was like, "Nah, I don't like to treat the way you treat black fighters," and it's just like, whoa, where did that come from? You know?
But I mean, what are the top black fighters on Golden Boy?
Well, I don't think there is one. But
I mean, I'm just asking. That was just the question I'm asking.
But boxing's a Mexican pool anyway at this point.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's some Mexican champions. I mean, African American champions, Puerto Rican champions, Cuban champions. So I just feel like we just gotta just live our lives. Like, there's so many mixed people. Everybody blended. Soon everybody gonna look like Stephen Curry. We all just need to get along.
That's George Lopez joke.
Is it?
Well, he said everybody keep having sex till we look Filipino.
Oh. Well, Stephen Curry ain't Filipino. He just.
Yeah, we keep asking. We ask you about your favorite battle. We never ask you your favorite comedian.
My dad, but he's not a comedian.
So your top 3
comedians is Eddie, Martin, and top.
I like Martin as a second pick. I said Jerome in the house. You know what I'm saying?
I've been watching Martin like it's new every day. I don't have a top 3. I just have mine. Because Eddie kind of helped me. Eddie was the one that got me interested in comedy, and that's how I found out everybody else.
Gotcha.
So, because I have so many favorites for different reasons. Like Arnez J, I like because of his fearlessness. I like Dave Chappelle because he's smart. I like Chris Rock also because he's smart. I like Richard Pryor because he was just so vulnerable. He always showed his vulnerability and his honesty. Even who else? My mentors, Hamburger and Sean Sarvis, because they taught me the game. And there are a lot of comics that people wouldn't probably know who they are, but they're very, very funny. And just people on a regular, like just people, you learn from everybody.
Yeah.
So but Eddie was the one that got me into comedy, so he's always gonna be number one.
That's what's up.
He can be top 3 because he played like multiple characters.
One of my favorite stand-ups of all time is Chris Rock, Never Scared.
Yeah.
And I know that like the back of my hand. Like,
That one and Bring the Pain, the first one. The first one he did.
Oh, okay.
Was it Raw the first? Oh,
No, Chris Rock. Eddie Murphy was, Delirious was first and then the Raw.
Oh, man. Those are two.
Yeah, I seen Raw first and then I saw Delirious.
Yo, Raw had me tearing. When he talked about the burgers, I'm like, oh shit, how did he know that's so true? You're a little kid.
I'll be making them green pepper burgers now. The turkey burgers. Like,
Oh, yeah, the turkey. Oh,
like,
man.
Can't eat beef no more. Pause.
You gave up beef?
Huh? Yeah.
Religious reasons?
No. Fat reasons. I can't.
Gotcha.
No digest.
I gotta try that someday. Because I gotta knock this weight off, man. But one of these days I'm gonna get around to it.
Have you guys been watching
You gotta go on that Dre Dennis diet.
Yo.
Like a fat nigga.
Oh my God. I don't know what. Well, I know what he's been doing. He
Shout out to Dre Dennis too. He's a monster too.
Yeah, he do a lot of he was doing a lot of cardio and everything. I think that's really all I gotta do because I don't really need to build muscle. I just gotta lose all the fat and I'll be good money. Whatever muscle I need to build, I'll wait till I lose the fat to get up on that part.
So Dre must have opened the gates of the garden and ran in it.
Open the gates to the gym.
Open the gates of the gym.
You guys been watching March Madness at all?
Nah.
Been watching SmackDown. Oh, actually, I've just been watching to see the NBA draft to see if we're gonna get Zion Williamson. That's all I want to know.
That's what I was gonna talk about.
Oh.
So I got Duke going all the way.
Segue.
And Zion teaching. You're doing it. Zion Williamson, my favorite. I don't see how he's not the #1 draft pick. I think he's going to take them through the tournament. Even though they have a lot of close games, and the fun shit I like about the tournament is 1 game elimination.
Yeah.
So it's like it's football. Any given day you could lose like this. But this guy Zion is amazing, and me and my cousins were talking about it already. If he's the #1 draft pick and the Knicks get #1. No, if the Knicks get #1 draft, we're buying the tickets right away to see him at the Garden because tickets gonna go up once they get him.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Tickets gonna go up regardless. So they got.
So my pop says way too early to start. He's like, look, he's good. My pops used to be a basketball coach, so he gets mad when you say shit like the next LeBron and stuff. But I'm like, yo, this dude is the next big thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
I think so. He came
on Facebook and I'm gonna type that. I'm gonna be like Zion Williamson gonna be the next LeBron.
Yeah, and like the only thing that beat Zion was his shoes.
Yeah.
His shoes exploded. And he had it twisted his ankle and then ended up coming back and shooting 3-pointers. So he need to bust the other shoe up.
But is he the next big thing?
I mean, I think so. But it's hard to tell because one injury is going to mess up the whole thing. Because if your whole thing is athleticism, you got to develop. I mean, he has good footwork and stuff like that. Once you get older, you got to have another thing to your game. You don't want to go out like Larry Johnson.
Grandmama.
That's so crazy.
Yo, I used to do the grandmama shot when I was a kid. Because it used to go in. It goes in from the free throw line.
What
Yeah, you gotta go like this.
You know what? Surprisingly, that shot actually works.
That's what I'm saying.
Rick Barry did it for years. Rick Barry was the one he used to do that in the NBA game.
My jump shot is terrible. I'm good on defense, blocking, stealing, all that, but shooting, nah, I'm good.
I'm good as long as I get VC.
I'm good on the bench for you. I could warm that shit up like a motherfucker.
You get niggas to Gatorade and all that?
No, I could warm it up. Like, why that's what I got so
warm Gatorade? You want no warm Gatorade?
I could warm the bench up. So
like
they can sit down and be like, damn, you did a good job. That shit is warm.
Crazy, man.
Like, I play guard. What you guard? I guarded the water cooler. Nobody touched this till they get off.
Oh, man. But, it was good having you, Fudge.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
If there's any place the fans and everything can reach you, shout out to like social media. Also, fill us in on what projects you got that might be coming up that people, definitely made aware of.
Well, I'm working on a comedy special right now called The Christian Crossover. Alright, my bad. Alright, so yeah, I'm working on a project called The Christian Crossover, which pretty much tells my life story and how I got to this point. Also, like, you can catch me on demand on Crashing, Season 3, Episodes 5 and 7 if you want to skip. But I encourage you to watch the whole thing. Have some things in the works that I can't speak about yet, but things is going well for you, boy. Also just follow me on social media, FUDGE, the A Comedian, and I'm on social media and all social media platforms, Twitter as well. And trying to get back on Twitter, try to talk some stuff because like I'm noticing that I got an opinion. So.